is without fear. Let us first read about the poet, that is famous laureate Rabindranath Tagore, a bit. He was born in 1861 and died in 1941. Mainly, we should remember that he was the author of Gitanjali. Gitanjali is a book where all songs composed by him are being drafted. And it's profoundly sensitive, fresh, and beautiful verse. No one can replace this poems or songs written by poet Rabindranath Tagore. He became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1931. Now, this is one of his famous poems, which is vastly read and discussed. Actually, it was composed in Bengali, and later he himself translated it into English. This poem is from his Nobel Prize winning anthology, Gitanjali. So if you read Gitanjali someday, you will get this poem there. Tagore lived during the time when India was ruled by the British. In this poem, besides political freedom from British, Tagore also appeals to God for social, educational, and economic freedom for the people of India, because we know that not only the freedom for the sake of freedom, the people of India during British rule, we were deprived of all these things. Growth in the sense of economic, social, educational. So it was like an appeal to God so that we Indians get the freedom from all these aspects. Okay, now let us start reading. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free. You can see the poet is trying to imagine a land which is free of all constraints, all authoritativeness. We know that he is talking about the British rule and the confinement and the conditions put by the British rule. But altogether, we can take it in a broader way also. So he is dreaming of a land where everyone is without fear. No one is afraid of someone or something. And they can move holding their head high, that is, with self-respect. And where knowledge is free, that means everyone can acquire the knowledge, everyone can get the knowledge and educate themselves in the true sense. Where the world has not been broken up into fragments. Now, this means he is talking about a condition where the world is broken into small, small sections, small, small fragments. That means people were divided at that time based on their education, based on caste, based on richness, you can see. So, according to him, the world should be like this, where no world has not been broken into segments or fragments or into small groups by narrow domestic walls. Narrow domestic walls means those constraints, those small wrong beliefs. So altogether, he is talking about a world where there is no constraints of wrong beliefs, faiths, and it is not divided into small segments or sections based on all these things like caste, creed, education, superiority, inferiority, untouchability, all this social issues. Where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection. Now, these two lines are talking about where you can speak freely. Now we have that, isn't it? That freedom of expression. That's what he was talking about. Where words come out from the depth of truth. What you feel deep within, that you can speak out. The world should be like that, where words can be true and what you feel without being afraid of anyone, you can speak out. Where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection. That means tireless striving. That means you are endlessly giving your effort. Okay? That great effort given by you stretches its arm. That means you are trying hard. You are trying to reach different places or different aspects of life through your tireless striving, through your endless effort towards perfection. And doing this, we will one day reach to the perfection, right? We will try, and we will be perfect one day. That is what he meant. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. Now, what he is meaning, we can say that where the clear stream of reasons has not lost its way, that is logical mind he is talking about. Clear stream of reason. This is the sense of your reasoning, of your sound mind. We should not go by the very desert sand of dead habit. Dead habit means those old traditional rituals or the wrong beliefs or faiths that was put to our mind by someone. Old beliefs. Okay. So he is talking about leaving behind all the old beliefs and traditional rituals, and we should go by reason. We should go ahead with sound mind and logical thinking. Okay, our reason and logical thinking should not lost its way, and we should not be bound by all those dead habits. Dead habits, I told you, that is old traditional rituals. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action. That means you are always focused towards your future, towards being a better person of yourself. Where the mind is led forward by thee, you will lead your mind forward towards what? Into ever widening thought and action. You will be widening your thought, your mentality. You are not, bound in a uh, wrong tradition or old beliefs, wrong beliefs. Okay, you should wide your mind. Your mind should be ever widening, broadened by the knowledge and the um, reasoning of your mind. Into the heaven of freedom, my father led my country away. And he is dreaming of this land, heaven of freedom. He said heaven because when there will be no constraints, when there will be no bindings, that will be as good as heaven. So he said, into that heaven of freedom where all are free with their rational thinking, with their words, with their freedom to speak what they feel, with their self-respect, they are ever, widening their mentality, their thoughts, and he's praying to God, my Father, let my country away. Let my country go towards that path where they will acquire this heaven of freedom for all the wrong habits. Right? Now, down there, some meanings are given. Narrow domestic walls, that means division on the basis of religion, caste, class, and color in societies and between countries of the world, what I said, okay? Then tireless striving, continuous efforts and struggle, stretches its arm at achieving a goal for which you are giving your endless effort. Dead habit over your old traditional rituals and customs that are harmful. Ever widening means forever broadening one's outlook. Heaven of freedom means condition of total freedom of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, while respecting those of others. You won't hurt anyone in that process, but then you will have your own thinking. Okay. Now, there are some questions. What does the poet pray to the Almighty for? So, you have to write your own answers and try to compose your things so that your writing skill would improve. And um, after that, let us search for the rhyme scheme of the poem, right? We have to find the rhyme scheme. Let us check. High, three, fragments, walls, no rhyming, isn't it? No rhyming words are there. Truth, perfection, way, dead habit, the action, no. So this poem is a kind of free verse. Okay, there are kinds of poems, sonnet, ballad, then free verse, and many other epic and all. So this poem is free verse. When we don't have any rhyming scheme within the poem, no end word is rhyming with the other one, so we call it free verse. And your homework is you have to find out the types of poems we have in our English literature and find out the meaning of each of them from dictionary, or you can Google it, no problem, but you have to write all kinds of poems and its meaning. Like you will write sonnet. What is sonnet according to you? Point number 2, free verse. What is free verse according to you? Okay, I hope the poem is clear to you. So I'll end the session over here. Thank you, everyone.